So I've got another book that I want to go over really quickly about why this is another good book to purchase if you are looking to be a children's book illustrator. It's called Writing with Pictures, How to Write and Illustrate Children's Book by Uri Shulevitz. Okay, so Uri Shulevitz is a Caldecott winner. He is still living and he is in his late 80s. This book is older and it is still a really good resource. So the reason why is it goes over a lot of the narrative storytelling process, picture sequencing, which is great. So that stuff we cover, it's covered really well in the book, about consistency and things like that. And this is fairly common that I've seen in other books related to children's book illustration. Probably my favorite thing is if you go further back in the book. What I really enjoy is when you get to about chapter 10 and beyond, it starts going over like different ways of drawing, different ways of handling, figures and animals and things you would come across for subject matter in children's books. And I love the fact that he breaks it down for you. He draws everything in different ways so you can see, like, if you draw it this way, this is how it's going to read. So and then he gives examples throughout, why one is working better than the other. And it's very clear, it's very concise how he writes about these things. Gesture, silhouettes, why those are important for reading them in illustrations for children, exaggeration. So I like that he gives this is not so good and these are better, and then why, so in the text. But a lot of it you can just pick up from just looking at it. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and he gives so many different variations of how they're drawn. Then he also goes into classic children's book examples, like here's Marie Sendek's Where the Wild Things Are, and he talks about how the artist is creating spatial depth and things like that. So I thought those were great. So throughout the book he uses not only his own illustration work, but illustrations by other illustrators explaining why are these successful, why is this working better. Goes over composition. Now I will say, when you get further in the back of the book, okay, he has a chapter about color pre-separation. Thank goodness I've never had to do that in illustration, because that would just blow my mind apart. But he goes over back in the day when illustrators would have to color separate their own work and submit it. And I'm like, ooh, thank goodness the printers do that for you and the computer can do all that for you. So, but yeah, he covers that as well. But good book. This was just a short little review of it. You can find it for very inexpensive. I think I paid like $6 for this book, and I got free shipping on eBay. So anyways, good book. Pretty thick. I was looking at the side of books just to see how much content am I really getting here. But it was a really easy read, even though this was written quite a while ago. As far as the way it reads, it's pretty clear. And I understood, what the illustrator and the author was trying to get across. But yeah, it's a good resource, and I enjoyed reading it. But anyways, hope this was helpful. Enjoy. Happy illustrating.